actually use character strengths heavily in treatment that I devised with Marty Seligman during my postdoc at Penn. It's called positive psychotherapy, and character strengths are very important in that. So how I use them, I'll walk you through a very simple exercise. So assume you're a client. You come to me for therapy and say, I have anxiety, I can't sleep, or depression, all the symptoms, and I listen very carefully, mindfully, and we do all the therapeutic repo to build that. It's somewhere I do then find some nooks and crannies where I could inject some, yes, Johnny, could you introduce me through a story, 300-word story with a beginning, middle, and end. And reluctantly they will either tell or they go back and they write it, and there's some resistance when you also you have clinical savviness to overcome those. And then once they write it, I ask them, Johnny, now tell me what are here's a list of 24 strengths. What strengths are illustrated in the story? So they look, they have never thought about themselves or about their own introduction, their own profile in terms of strengths. And here there are 24, and they're only just names at this point. Courage, spirituality, justice, social intelligence. So they pick 3 or 5, whatever, how many they want. And then I ask them, go back home and take the V online. So they take V online. Next time they come with a feedback, I ask them to bring the feedback, print out of that. And then there are strengths which they identified from the introduction, which they thought they are top strengths. Sometimes they match, sometimes they don't, but that is a springboard for a very, very, often very deep, very productive conversation. And the reactions are, Ryan, you can imagine as many as you can think of. I don't like these strengths, I would like to this and that, and it just becomes such a powerful rapport building, congenial, as well as something they have never experienced before. So, and I run with that narrative throughout so I do a couple of more exercises like gratitude visit, gratitude letter, forgiveness. We do some work around grudges, and every time, wherever I can find opportunities, okay, so how are you using your strengths? What are the shadow sides of it? So that strength-based narrative runs all through and doesn't remain static. It becomes dynamic.